Hey guys, it's Jarek the Air Dragon from Red Dragon Airsoft. Got another chrono today. This one is of the Cybergun licensed KWC made Taurus PT99. And by the way, this gun is not only semi-automatic, but fully automatic, and it runs off CO2 because KWC really likes to use CO2. I'm not really complaining. This gun is actually discontinued. This is one of the last production models that was released. So I feel pretty lucky to be able to actually grab this before it stops being made. Why was it discontinued? Honestly, I have no idea. KWC has been discontinuing guns kind of left and right as of late, just like they did with their Smith & Wesson Sigma, at least the metal version of that one. You can't find it anymore. The only logic I can see out of it is maybe they lose some of the licensing rights, because every gun they get is licensed by Cybergun. Maybe they lost a contract with Cybergun or something. I am not sure. But enough about that. I'll go more over that in the review. As of right now, here's the chrono, and we got a fully loaded magazine. .2 this does use an extended magazine. It is specific to this gun, and it holds a lot of BBs. If you want to buy this gun, there's a link right below me to RDA's website. There's also a link right below me to RDA's forum where you can talk to the community. So with that said, let's see how hard this thing shoots. Alright, feet per second. This is with 0.2 gram BBs and a 12 gram CO2 cartridge. .310, 267, 326, 328, 298. That ricocheted right by me. 311, 300, 304, 327, 288. Okay, so this thing seems to be fluctuating quite a bit. Anywhere between about 300 feet per second to 330. So let's just go ahead and say the average is going to be about 315 right in between there, even though we didn't get any shot actually about 315. So overall, it's a pretty good feet per second for what this is doing. That seems to be about the average for KWC CO2 guns. 300 feet per second to 330. You don't need anything more. That's about perfect for a pistol. So let's go ahead and do rounds per minute. Switch this thing to full auto. You can see beautiful trademarks on this. Granted, they are Taurus, but full auto. .880 rounds a minute. 860. 870. 1,000. Wow. 850. Okay, so let's go ahead and say the average is around 870, 900 rounds a minute. That's about where you're going to be getting it, with a random spike up to about 1,000 rounds a minute, which is when I did a longer burst. That's pretty fun. It's actually right around average for KWC's CO2 gas blowbacks, and they really do love to throw in the full auto gas blowback factor with their CO2 gas blowbacks. I'm not sure why, to be honest, but I'm not complaining because it's a lot of fun to shoot a full auto pistol. And if you don't want the full auto, you can always just turn it to semi-automatic anyway. So to recap, 300 to 330 feet per second and about 900 rounds per minute on full auto. Alright, now it's time to shoot a can. This is using the same CO2 cartridge, but we've fully loaded the magazine all the way back up. So first let's go semi-automatic. Now let's go full auto. And we are out of BBs. Alright, here's what's left of the can. Let's see if we can get it off the nail. There we go. Lots of holes all around it. Big hole in the back. Probably from a full auto burst. Some other holes in it. There we go. There are quite a few BBs in there. So yeah, if you get shot with this, you're definitely going to feel it. It's definitely not weak for a CO2 sidearm. Alright, so as you guys just saw, this thing is pretty respectable when it comes to chronoing it. It's shooting about 300 to 330 feet per second, which for a CO2 blowback is actually really good. It's also shooting about 900 rounds a minute on full auto with a spike up to 1,000. That's one, really fun to shoot considering this is blowback, has a really heavy spring and a pretty heavy slide. And two, that's going to be better for competitions. Now, this thing has a little bit of recoil, but it doesn't seem too unmanageable. But we'll test that a little bit more in the accuracy test. As for right now, for the chrono, I think we can wrap this thing up. 300, 330 feet per second, 900 rounds a minute. That's pretty good for an all-metal CO2 blowback. If you want to buy this gun, there's a link right below me to RDA's website. There's also a link right below me to RDA's forum. So with that said, this has been RDA's chrono of the Cybergun licensed, KWC made Taurus PT99. Shut up, Crow.